Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've all heard the comparisons. Whether it's who has the most rings, the most points, or just the overall impact. Mike has made a huge impact on the basketball culture, from appearance to play style. He started tons of trends like bald heads or gold hoop earrings. And don't even get me started about the imitation of his game. There's not a gym across the country that you can't see a kid trying to do a fadeaway with his tongue sticking out. Everybody just wants to be like Mike. After so many accomplishments, people always turn down the fact of somebody being better than Michael Jordan. Whether they are basketball fans or not, they still consider him the GOAT. Well, I'm here to say that there's only one GOAT, and his name is LeBron James. Now hold on one second. Before you go crazy, just hear me out. If I'm gonna make statements like this, I have to back them up the right way, with facts. If we are gonna classify somebody as the GOAT, then it should be the greatest all-around player, which is LeBron. But since there's a lot of Jordan fans out there, let's just start with the facts. Let's start from the very beginning. In 1984, Michael Jordan was drafted 3rd overall to the Chicago Bulls. He played 3 years for the University of North Carolina, and he is one of the top college basketball players in the country. While on the other hand, in 2003, LeBron James was the first draft pick straight out of high school. He didn't even need any extra development years because he was just that good. Also, we have to keep in mind that the media plays a big role in the differences between the two. The media back in Mike's days wasn't as strong as it is now, and more media means more pressure. LeBron was being watched by the whole world at only 16 years old. He had to live up to so much hype, so much pressure, and to actually live up to his name shows that he is debatable for the GOAT spot at least. Moving on from that, let's talk about their playoff experiences. In Mike's first ever playoff game, he scored 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. Although he took an L to the Milwaukee Bucks, it's still pretty decent numbers. But LeBron's numbers was just better. In his first ever playoff game, he had 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. And oh yeah, he got the W too. I know y'all probably thinking,
Don't nobody care about no first playoff game, boy. Bring up them 6 rings.
although Mike does have more rings than LeBron, I believe some of his rings was just overrated. After being eliminated for 6 years straight, he finally got his first ring in 1991 against the Showtime Lakers. That seems like a big defeat, but if you really think about it, they weren't even the Showtime Lakers. They didn't even have anybody. I mean, James Worthy was hurt, Byron Scott was hurt, and it was Magic Johnson's last season due to the fact that he had HIV. He wasn't completely focused, and he was out of his prime. For his second ring in 92, he played against the Portland Trail Blazers with Clyde Drexler, and that was basically it. The only support he had was Kevin Duckworth. God rest his soul, but that just wasn't enough. Now for the end of his first three-peat, he went against Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns. To me, this is the only championship that is significant so far. Mike's will was tested this series, and he delivered, so I'll give him this one. But then he retired, which brings the dilemma. First of all, who do you think you are? You can't just retire. No, I'm just playing, but anyway. The big question is, if he would have played those extra 2 seasons, would he have went 8 for 8 in the finals? I don't know, because he would have had to play the big dream, Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets. I don't know if Mike and the Bulls are winning both of those matchups. There's no man who can guard Hakeem Olajuwon one-on-one. So yeah, you can say Mike got lucky. Oh, and quick fact, when Michael Jordan retired for the first time, the Bulls were still good without him. They won 50 plus games, and they made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. And they almost made it to the championship, but they lost in 6 games. When LeBron first left the Cavs for the Heat, the Cavs became one of the worst teams in the league. Just saying. When Mike came out of retirement for the second three-peat, I can only count one of those championships as a significant one, and that's the championship in '96 against the Utah Jazz. The Jazz had 2 household names. They had Karl Malone and they had John Stockton, even though they were in their mid-30s. So besides that final, Mike has only played against a team with only 1 Hall of Famer on it. LeBron James, on the other hand, every championship LeBron has won, it has been against a team that has at least 3 potential Hall of Famers on there. So yeah, I believe LeBron had to work harder for his. And now I'm going to address the change of defense from the 90s to the present day. I can hear the old heads now.
Y'all young kids too soft these days. Back in my day, if it's no blood, then it's no foul.
Yes, we all know that defense was tougher back in the day, and you may even say that the league is soft now. That's understandable, but we don't watch basketball for a fight. We watch because we enjoy basketball. It takes actual skill to keep your man from scoring without fouling him. Being a hack is not playing defense. That's for bums. So please, give the king his credit. But at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. Even though I backed it up with facts, you can just take it how you want to take it. Peace.